What is going on, everybody? El Sancho is here. I am live. We are here to break down some body cams. I posted the StreamYard link in the chat. Let's do a little roll call before we begin. Masso from Dallas, how are you? Joker Doc, how are you? Huey Freeman, how are you? Happy birthday to my good motherfucker, Pat Seguin, who's probably listening right now. We may have trolled him pretty good today. I don't think he realized that he's been trolled until probably now. Happy birthday, motherfucker. Say hello in the chat. I'm here. I'm live. I am about to break down episode 4 of Police Bodycam Breakdown. Police Bodycam Breakdown is a viewer discretion advised show. If you are squeamish and you are a little on the sensitive side, hello, Misty. Maybe you might not want to watch this, this episode. Hello, Jessica. Bodycam Breakdown shows some viewer discretion is advised. I'll leave it at that. We are going to choose. We have 5 options tonight. Where do I want to start? All right. So let's see. Let's go to Miami-Dade Police. Let's go over the Miami-Dade Police. Miami-Dade Police. Let me grab the date on this real quick. It is March 18th, 2019. There was a controversial arrest in Miami-Dade. It's a 5-minute video, so we'll be good. So what we're going to do is we're going to break it down. Let me put that there. And let's see what everyone thinks.
You called me a He's been calling me a hoe. We didn't say nothing. We were walking on the. He was like hooker, and then we was like, I'm not gonna sit there and let you call me out of my name, especially you've been doing it the past few days, and no, that's not cool. Like he's sitting here in his yard.
How come you haven't called the police for him?
Why am I gonna call the police for him calling me names? I'll just take my in the house. But he pulled out a freaking gun, a shotgun,
pointed it at my face.
Yeah, I
told him he was going to shoot me.
So far, so good. Police officer's doing his best to de-escalate. Kudos to him. Hello, welcome, Amy, new subscriber. Thank you for subscribing to El Sancho. So far, so good. I like what this officer's doing. His body language is good. He is trying to de-escalate. So far, so good.
Okay, so he calls you.
I just saw the black arrow. It was long.
Okay, hear me out.
It's long. It's a shotgun.
Okay, hear me out. So he calls you a hooker. You call him.
He called me a hooker. He was like hooker. And we was
okay,
like,
but what I'm trying to figure out is at which point you actually stay on scene just to go to battle with him.
Clearly, we have a domestic dispute that these officers are reporting to. Common thing. Domestic disputes happen.
Give me 1 second. I'm asking her. Give me 1 second. Y'all screaming over here. I'm trying to figure it out.
We're not.
Okay, hear me out.
Not trying to scream. You know. We're
okay,
like,
it doesn't matter. You know.
Yeah.
No.
He gets it. Why can't you?
Oh, no, because I don't like to be screamed at.
But I don't like the tone of voice.
Okay. So now. Okay. So now. So he calls you a hooker. You called him a. At which point, if you see him going back inside the house, so he had it on him at all times.
He already, I don't know.
So
all I know is he bent down, picked it up, and told me he was going to shoot me in the head. That's what he told me.
It happened.
He never went in the house.
Never went in the house.
Never went in
so
the house.
You saw it right there. He picked it up from the floor.
Down. He has a bunch of trees. All we know is he turned and came up like this. I'm not understanding what the problem is. I need to talk to my kids.
He was in the fence the whole time. We were right here. Like, is there cameras out here that can prove this? There's street cameras. There's
okay, where are they?
He got cameras saying he got cameras. It's a camera right there. Y'all need to do something.
Oh yeah, and you need to chill out.
I just so we're kind of now we're getting a little tense. Hello, Ed. Hello, anarchists. Hello, everybody. Now we're getting a little tense here. Now the mood's starting to shift where one officer to the right was doing his best to de-escalate. The individual we're watching his body cam, bite back, I bite at you. And as the police officer, your number one goal of de-escalation isn't biting back. It's doing what we can to de-escalate, to prevent any more biting. But right now, it's a jab, jab, jab. I am not liking the direction this is going, chat. I will tell you right now, because she clearly is full of piss and vinegar, may or may not have a reason to do so. We have an officer whose body cam we're looking at right now. It is his responsibility to de-escalate the situation. And right now, we're kind of looking at a little bit of a mood change here. Let's follow up and see what happens, NJ.
Next door
you need to chill out. You need to chill out because now you're gonna be arrested.
Excuse me.
You're being disorderly right now.
So let me kind of rewind because a big movement here. So we're obviously looking at a little bit of a distance of a couple feet. So right now the suspect or the subject, because she's not a suspect, she's a subject. The subject is a couple feet. Now we're looking at this officer who has the body cam footage proceed to walk right in front of the subject.
Loud.
Okay. I just asked if I could go next door. And
you need to chill out. You need to chill out because now you're gonna be arrested.
Excuse me.
You're being disorderly right now.
I'm asking. I'm talking to her.
You're gonna be arrested.
I'm talking to this.
That was not disorderly conduct. NJ?
You're right. And the other side of it is, who's the complainant? The officer?
We jumped the gun. Like, instead of de-escalating, we're jumping into contact. We're not only jumping into contact, but we're jumping into apprehension. We're jumping into an arrest. We're jumping into, instead of de-escalating, we're going to stuff her in the back of a police car. How does that?
What we have here is failure to self-control.
Right, and when you have a gun, you need to have self-control. Rittenhouse, this officer, doesn't matter who it is. You know, when you're in possession of a firearm, legally and hopefully not illegally, self-control is beyond essential and beyond important. And right now, we have an officer who didn't do his job, didn't de-escalate.
This lady.
Okay, I'm going to give you one more chance. If you don't calm down, I'm going to bring you in.
I'm calm. I just want to go talk to my...
Okay, so this is good. I didn't think this would go in this direction, NJ. We clearly turned into the right direction. The officer, who's the aggressor in my opinion, the aggressor gave the subject one more chance. Leniency. Hasn't put hands on, but in my opinion is way too close to her physical space. And it's very intimidating, in my opinion, right now, which isn't really good. If you really want to de-escalate, officer, back the fuck up.
Real quick, how old is this?
A year ago. This is the
Yeah, I thought so. I've seen it.
Yep.
Kids, I have a very important phone call.
Okay.
I just asked
March
if I could go
5th,
next
2019.
door and charge my phone.
All right. Kudos. We have a female officer here. So my question that I have right now is, do we have a female officer to de-escalate, female to female, or do we have a female officer to pat her down?
Daughter is sick. I don't have time for this.
Screaming again.
I'm freaking out.
Second time. Okay. You are acting disorderly. You will be arrested. Okay. Get it right. Okay. We're gonna help you out.
I think they want to pat her down after the arrest. I think they're looking to arrest. I really think that the intention that they have right now is to arrest her because she's raising her voice. God-given right to raise your voice, and she's raising her voice. So, yeah.
We're
gonna help you out.
Listen, we're here to investigate. Just calm down.
You know what? She needs to be corrected, if anything.
Calm down.
All right?
Why do I have to be corrected when my life was just threatened and my daughter's sick? I just want to go
Are you
next
gonna
door
continue
and charge
screaming?
my phone. Do not touch me.
Sorry.
Do not touch me. Do not touch me. Do
You're under
not record this. Do not touch me. 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 I just said I wanted to call my kids. I just said I wanted to call my kids. My phone is dead. What do you not understand? I got a gun pointed in front of me. And my kids is sick. I'm stressed out. I need to go call my children. I need to call my kids. I don't understand.
Officer, what's your name?
Ma'am, step back. We're busy right now. Get up.
Can he not touch me? Please don't let him touch me. Come on. Please do not let
Are you
him
going to
touch
move? I'll get you out then.
touch me. Can you help me up?
Come on.
Oh my God.
Get up.
Oh my God. Really?
Does anybody have a cage?
Really? 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 Adri, get my hair.
If you can just transport for me.
Adri's getting my hair in my purse. Can you give me a second?
Move.
Yes, she's the one who called the cops.
Can you pat her down, please? Or are
My
you pulling
hand
away
is
from me?
slipping out the handcuffs, sir. Why you yoking me?
Wind your stance, please. Wind your stance. Do you have anything on you that's sharp?
Nope. I got scissors in my purse.
This is in your purse. Okay.
And the female's not even patting her down right now.
Iris.
Oh, now she is. Oh, what the fuck? What the flying fuck, NJ Diver?
This is why people have the attitudes they have.
This is why. So, March 5th, the arrest of a 26-year-old diamond-loving from the perspective of Officer Alejandro Gerardo, who was placed on leave after a different cell phone video surfaced. Wow. Yeah.
Do you, excuse me, do you have the resolution of this case?
I am looking for that. I have one thing that shows that this individual has been placed on leave. Do you have the end result of it?
I haven't seen it in about a year, so no.
All right, let me go find out. What's your take on everything in our crisis?
Who are you asking?
Is just you and me, or is there someone else here?
You brought on anarchist.
That's who I was asking. That's why I said his name.
Here and I just now came in, so I have no opinion as of.
All right.
Yeah, he's got audio difficulty or bandwidth, whichever.
Yeah. So I want to talk about some more issues we're having here. I'm going to knock him off and knock him back on. Hopefully his bandwidth issues are in there. So we got a little couple problems there, NJ Diver. Cop falsified police report in 9/11 case. This was May 8th, 2019 that this actually came out. Let me blow this up. So we have the Miami-Dade police officer who threatened and shoved a black woman after she called for help was arrested and charged on Friday. Was arrested and charged on Friday. Wait a minute. I am so confused. I thought that, wait a minute. But they say police do not arrest their own. What the fuck is going on here? So let's get back to the article, shall we? After prosecutors found that he lied on the arrest and incident reports. After a joint investigation by the Miami-Dade State Attorney's Office and Internal Affairs Section of Miami-Dade Police Department, Officer Alejandro Giraldo has been charged with 1 count of official misconduct, a 3rd-degree felony, and 1 count of battery, a 2nd-degree misdemeanor. Another officer involved in the incident has been charged. Demands for criminal charges to be filed against both officers involved in the scene. Since a video of the interaction went viral, prosecutors found that Giraldo caused loving bodily harm when he touched and struck her against her will. The officer also falsified the incident report, citing grounds for her arrest. Loving and her friend Adriana Green called the police for help after a neighbor pointed a gun at them and called them derogatory terms. The March 5th video shows the aftermath of the interaction with police threatening, then to the shoving Loving to the ground, and subsequently charging her with resisting arrest. Loving, a mother of 3, has filed a civil rights lawsuit against the police department. This is a problem. This is kudos to the Internal Affairs, department and for charging this piece of shit. He was released after paying $500 of his issued $5,500 bond. His arraignment hearing is scheduled June 3rd, so I'm going to get an update on that as well. An arrest of our own is disappointing and overshadows the hard work of the dedicated men and women of law enforcement who strive daily to serve and protect our community, said Perez. This particular case underscores our commitment to cooperate and work together with the Miami-Dade State's Attorney's Office and our continued effort to hold ourselves accountable. So, my question is, hold on 1 second. I don't want anybody to. So my question that I have is, what happened after the court case? What happened to the court case? Find out.
What became of the lawsuits? What you want to know, right?
Right. That's what I want to know. Charged with a felony. It says he was charged with a felony.
Well, you're talking 2 different cases here. You're talking a criminal case against the officer, or you're talking a lawsuit against the officer? That's civil and criminal.
Well, don't think.
Come back. Hey, come back because you're breaking up really bad. It's super gargled. If you want to go to Wi-Fi, then go to Wi-Fi. See if that works. That might be a better thing if you do the Wi-Fi. Who has a TV in the background?
Yeah, me. Hang on. I'm trying to find your case.
So I'm looking at another case this guy's involved with. Who has a TV in the background? Does someone want to turn off the TV? I don't want to get hit with a copyright strike because there's a TV in the background. So in Miami-Dade, officers accused of battery and official misconduct for tackling a woman who had been the victim of an assault. Yeah, we have some issues with the Miami-Dade Police Department. That's for sure. That's one thing that that's a fact.
Who's the last name of the officer?
Geraldo. So I'm gonna pull up Geraldo. Let me pull this up.
Toss the article URL in the private chat.
That's
Maybe I can find you the case.
oh, hold on. My screen's acting up. Stop screen, share screen. All right, let me share it. Here's the update. There you go. And it's loading. Loading. That's why it was a white screen. Yeah, now it's just not working. It's not slow. It's loading slow. It's Jesus, this is loading so slow right now.
Copy and paste the article in the chat.
All right, for everyone to see, because I can't get it to show up on my screen. 5 officers who weren't charged after misconduct allegations. These go after the other ones. I'm still trying to get an update on this officer right here. Apparently, there's a lot of interviews, a lot of misconduct issues. So let me do an article. Let me show you this article first. This is from the officer. So this is essentially him getting out of the jail, bailed himself out with his family, showing the arrest. So that video shows it right there. I mean, wow, did you see that yanking? We didn't see that on the first body cam. This body cam shows, look at this. Yanked her. Absolutely yanked her beyond belief. Yeah, that's a problem. That is, look at this. Look at this. How is this okay? How is this okay? Did you see the yanking? Look at this. Oh. I love being a police officer, said Geraldo, and I would like to continue being a police officer. Why does that mean so much to you? Geraldo was asked. It's actually in the community. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm already the first body cam, and I'm already fucking pissed. I'm already fucking pissed. He fucking yanked her. Absolutely. Yeah. Is there any way you can turn the TV down just a little bit? Because I'm just paranoid about getting a copyright strike or something. So, what do we think about this whole situation, NJ Diver? All right. Great opinion. Anyone in the chat know what the update?
I'm trying to find the civil case. That's why I'm not saying anything.
It's hold on. I'll put his name in the chat so you have the correct name. This is his name. Ed dropping truth bombs as usual. Expect nothing but the best from Ed. Of course, he loves being a cop. He gets off on the power trip and gets to assault women. Yeah, I mean, another one. Of course, she was upset. She was just in a dispute with someone who threatened her with a gun. The cop was totally unconcerned about that. He wanted control and submissiveness. So what does that tell you? What does that tell you? You know? So let that be a little bit of an eye-opener for you. But Officer Alejandro Geraldo is the name. So why don't we move on to the next body cam footage. Let's go to Phoenix. Phoenix is where we're going to go. Again, viewer discretion is advised. Some graphic shit's going to be showed. Do you have an update, NJ, or are we even moving on because we're live? We're moving on. All right.
Yeah, go ahead and move on because I'm coming up with nothing.
Yeah.
This is either it or I'm lost.
In reference to 240 on Van Buren, and then subject to be a Hispanic male, 19 years old, medium height, 35 pounds.
Building number would be nice. Do you like all that helpful info we got from our Clayton? It's gonna be on this side.
Get her out there earlier, have the wife leave, kind of found out she's back and broke into the house and damaged the vehicle.
I'm just gonna answer yes to all the questions. Get the officers out here faster. I don't have time for this. Yeah, great, thanks. Phoenix Police. How you doing? Whoa! Put hands! Hands!
Oh shit! Oh, I didn't see that coming. Fuck
Back
me in
away
the
from the gun.
ass.
Get
I
back
didn't see that coming.
Get out here. Come out here. Come out. I'm not going to shoot you. Come out here. Come out here.
Fuck me in the ass.
Over here. Get down on your knees. Get down on your knees. Get down on your knees.
Holy shit.
Get down. Get down. Relax.
Oh, fuck. I jumped. I did not see that. Holy moly. So we're at the rewind point.
You've led a sheltered life. This has been on for a while.
Right when they knock on the door. Do you know the date on this? It's in 2020, right?
Yeah, it's just a few months ago.
Knocks on door.
How you doing? Whoa! Put
Show. Oh, man. He's got his hand. He reached for something in the back of his waistband. This is the exact way to get killed. By answering the door, looking at police officers, and reaching in the back of your waistband. This is it. I mean...
How you doing? Whoa!
Oh, he even had it in his hand. Right there.
How you doing?
Oh, he had it right in his hand. You see that little black thing right there? Oh, this is so justified. Right there. See that little shiny thing? Oh. I know we go after law enforcement about excessive force and over excessive. And I'm very happy tonight to show an example of just use. I mean, there's a gun in his hand. He puts it behind the back. They had no other choice.
How you doing? Whoa! Put hands!
Now, was it a knife or a gun? Because it looks like a knife from this other perspective. Do you know NJ Diver right off the bat? I have a full screen.
No, I do not.
It looks like a knife. It looks like a knife. It looks like a. But now this is interesting. This is a freeze frame of him. Now, does it look like to me that he's putting his hand, about to put his hands up and kneel down, or does it look like to you that he's about to attack?
I have no idea.
He had the gun in his hand when he saw it. There was the cops. He tried to hide the gun behind his back. This may be justified but tragic. So right now it looks like his hands are flat out. His left hand has a gun or a knife, has a weapon. Let's just say weapon. And I think he's realizing that there's 3 officers instead of 1. And it looks like to me his approach to shoot quickly changed his mind. But in my opinion, he might have changed his mind a little bit too late. Wait, hands. What? So we're at the hands point. He has his hands up. I don't know where. See, this is the problem. That was an horrendous first impression. When you do a first impression like that, I mean, I'm conflicted because it was a disturbance call. And the question I have is, do we have guns drawn during a disturbance call? My answer would be, depending on the subject. If they've ran the person's record and they see that he's combating with police and they see that he's had issues with the police and they see that he has a history of resisting arrest, pointing a gun at him, knowing that he has the potential to do exactly what he just fucking did, in my opinion, is justifiable. In my humble opinion, that is justifiable. We're at a question now where 3 officers have guns pointed at him because he has a weapon in his hand. Beyond justifiable. But the situation and the question that I'm having now is, I'm seeing his right hand's up. I'm seeing him kneel down into a crouch position. We're already 3 to 4 seconds into this.
Well, that's his left hand. It doesn't look like it has anything in it. And this goes too fast unless you go by frame to tell whether or not he had a weapon in his right.
Well, he did. He definitely had something in his hand. We're going to go over the police report after, too. So already everyone's saying down, down, down. A couple seconds have passed. Hands, and then shoots, and then there's shots fired.
Phoenix Place.
As soon as the door opens, stop it and then move it frame by frame.
I already did that.
How you doing? Whoa! Put hands! Oh. Back away from the gun. Get back and get out here.
Gun.
Come out here.
Gun.
Come out. I'm not going to shoot you. Come out here. Come out here. Over here. Over here. Get down on your knees. Get down on your knees. Get down on your knees. Just get down. Just get down. Relax.
Baby! Why did you not shoot him?
You just pulled a gun on us, ma'am.
Okay, because it's dark and someone just knocked on the door! Baby!
Because it's dark and this is hard. But because it's dark and someone knocked on the door isn't a justifiable reason to pull a gun out, considering they did announce themselves as Phoenix Police.
You put out the 998? I did. Right here. Come with me. Hey, get back. Jerome, go back inside. Go back inside. Is there anybody else in the house?
There's nobody else in the house.
The gun is right there on the floor. Just stay right here.
Baby.
No, you need to stay right there. nobody else in the house? There's nobody else in the house?
Stick with me. Give you.
Hey. Just relax. Stay right there.
There's nobody else in the house.
Okay, fine.
Why did you
Okay.
come and knock on the door? What's the problem?
Neighbors called, said you guys were arguing and fighting.
There was fighting over here.
I knocked on the door. I yelled Phoenix
There
Police.
was no fighting.
He opened the door with a gun. It's okay. It's okay.
It's not. This is not.
435 Lincoln. Just so you know, we are code 4. The subject is down,
Baby, stay
and we
with
got the
me.
female party separated.
Baby, breathe, please.
Yeah.
Take me away.
Okay. You need to just come with me. Okay. We just want to clear away from the scene. That's all. Okay. Come on. You're fine. Okay.
This is crazy because literally the other night he heard knocking on the door and he was looking through the peephole and he does have a gun on him.
Yeah, he does. He came to the door with it. And I'm not saying that he did anything wrong, but he just
But did he pull it on you? But I
he
don't.
had it out, and when he saw it was us, he put it behind his leg, and he started walking at me. I drew out on him. I was on him, but I didn't shoot. My partner shot. So I mean, I
This is just like a flashback from the other night. He
was
said that
anything going on inside? Because your neighbor called saying that he heard you guys going at it. Arguing, fighting.
Literally, we were making salsa and playing Crash Bandicoot, so there may have been some screaming from PlayStation, but it's
Okay.
it wasn't domestic violence or anything.
Well, and that's how the call came out. That's why we knocked on your door.
Baby! Can I able to check to make sure he's okay?
Is that?
Can I please?
No, you can't go back over there. You can't go back over there. Okay. I'm sorry.
Imagine how the neighbor feels about making the call. Great point.
Are you able to escort me over there to make sure he's okay?
I can't.
If I stay here, can you please go make sure he's okay?
I want to do that. I want to do that for you.
You can
but
contain me right here.
Sweet, I want to do that for you, but I'm leaning towards the fact that he's not. Okay.
He's not okay.
He's
Where'd
not.
you shoot him? Or where did
I
you
didn't shoot him. My partner shot him.
Oh,
He came at us
man.
with a gun. He came out of the apartment and walked towards us with a gun in his hand. I don't know what he's going to do, and he yelled some noise and yelled some words. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was, but so she says. So the guy upstairs calls. When he calls back, they hot it out, and while we're on the way, dispatcher says, "Just so you guys know, we weren't able to get any further info from the complainant." He says he just is going to answer yes to all the questions. He just wants the cops here now. Okay, great. Thanks for that. So we come walking up to the
Muted for privacy.
I pull to the left of the door. Jeff's on the right of the door. Stand there. Door comes whipping open. I'm like, oh, yelled something, and I saw a gun in his hand. So I yelled, "Gun!" Throw out. And the guy started going right down. So I was like, "Well, I don't have to fire." Yeah. Would have. I mean, he took 2 steps out of the door. I mean, it was like door. Oh, gun, and then he went.
Door, gun. So let's look at an update. Phoenix Police, Whitaker shooting is emergency domestic violence call. There's a 30-minute police body cam of it. Full stories here. Noise complaint. Another fatal police shooting. Yes, he did pass, for those asking. Ryan Whitaker had heard a stranger knock on his Milwaukee apartment door in the middle of the night earlier in May. So when he heard a similar knock on the door Thursday after 10 p.m. later that same week, he entered the door holding his 9mm gun. Holding that gun in his right hand, he was confronted by 2 Phoenix police officers standing on either side of the door. They appeared surprised by the sight of the firearm. Bodycam footage shows 3 seconds after Whitaker opened the door, Phoenix police officer Jeff Cook shot Whitaker in the back at least 2 times, killing the 40-year-old man. The deadly episode, which happened on May 21st, is a string of Phoenix police shootings this year that has yet again reinvigorated criticism who called police twice. The police report and Officer John Rogano's body cam footage was released this week as part of the public records request. Wow. He pointed his firearm at Whitaker but did not shoot. Phoenix Police Department knew from the night of the shooting that this was a false and exaggerated 911 call, Matthew Cunningham said, who is the family's lawyer. The caller complained about people screaming at each other and said he couldn't go to sleep because of that noise. In a second call to 911, he alleges that the screaming had escalated into a physical fight. It could be the physical, the caller told the 911, but dispatcher, I could say, yeah, if that makes anyone hurry up on up, get anyone here faster, hurry on up. Did you like all the cooking? Frigo arrived at the apartment. Frigo sounded annoyed because the caller didn't provide more details about the video, according to video footage. Did you like all that helpful info we got from our complainant? Frigo, as it is heard, telling Cook as they walked to Whitaker's apartment, according to the footage. I'm going to say yes to all the questions to get the officers here faster, Frigo says, mocking the caller. Cook's unedited body camera footage was not released, and his responses are inaudible. As they approach the apartment, no sounds of fighting or loud noises are heard coming from the unit. Moments later, the Frigo knocks on the door, identifying himself as a police officer. The officers stand on either side of the door, making it impossible for anyone looking out for the people to see who was there. Another interesting part, the officers were standing on both sides of the door, making it impossible for anyone to look out from the people. If he looked out from the people and saw there were officers, would he have walked out with a gun? That's a question that I have. Please, everyone in the chat, no personal attacks, as we know the rules. Please follow him. Whitaker opens the door with the gun in hand and rapidly takes a couple of steps out of the apartment as Frigo flashes a light in its face. Frigo greets Whitaker and then repeatedly yells hands, according to the footage. Whitaker, seen in the video, starting to get on his knees, putting his left hand up and putting the gun behind his back when Cook fires into Whitaker's back. So let me read that again. Whitaker is seen in the video starting to get on his knees, putting his left hand up and putting the gun behind his back when Cook fires into Whitaker's back. Dropping it completely would have been I mean, how can you go in someone's mind and say this is what you could have done when the heat of the moment, with everything happening so fast? I mean, come on. Come fucking on. Was it a mistake that the officers didn't identify themselves like they were doing a ding-dong ditch? Abso-fucking-lutely. Police officers don't, unless they're apprehending a fugitive, which even in those are situations, they're always in front of the door unless there's an awareness of the suspect or the subject being a threat to law enforcement. Those details that they came in when they knocked on that door were sketchy as fuck. Why not knock on the door and say, you already identified yourself, but maybe he didn't hear. Maybe the anxiety and the nerves just running through his mind and he didn't hear. But giving him the option to hear and see wasn't available.
What did the officer say as he was walking down the hallway?
About the call and about how he didn't really think it was a legitimate call.
Quote, I don't have time for this.
Yeah. 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 This is Nees tells Figueroa that Whitaker had gone to his daughter's high school graduation earlier that day Whitaker returned to the apartment where Nees was playing Crash Bandicoot on a PlayStation console. Then they both played together, and in the excitement of the game, they began to scream. She said, according to the video, it wasn't a domestic violence or anything. According to a police report, Cook later that night told detectives that he shot Whitaker because he feared for his life. Rigmore later tells another officer at the scene that he would have done the same, but didn't because Cook did, according to the video footage and police report. Rigmore said the shooting happened so fast that he didn't know if Whitaker was aware that Cook was behind him, according to the video footage. Wow. Wow.
Posted a little follow-up video there for the first one.
First body cam?
Yep.
Wow. All right, what's everyone's take on this one? I mean, justified or unjustified? What does everyone think in the chat? Hello, Richard. Hello, Trippy. Hello, Beanie. That was tough. That was. You know, that's the issue with body cam breakdown is it's tough. It's oof. You know, I mean, it's all right. So while we're getting everyone's opinion on this body cam footage, we're going to go back to the first one that we were looking at. Unjustified or not justified is the question. You sent me. Hold on, I have a lot of windows open right now, so I'm trying to find out where you sent me. You sent me a video, right?
I put the URL in the chat.
I know
in the
that.
Private chat.
I know that. All right, I found it. I just have like 20 tabs open right now. This is the one where he walks out of jail?
Yep.
All right.
Arrested after he made a rough arrest. It was all caught on camera, and video of that arrest went viral. Local 10's Janine Stanwood reports from West Miami-Dade, where that officer just bonded out of jail. Janine.
The Miami-Dade police director calls the arrest disappointing, that it overshadows the good work of police officers. Officer Geraldo bonded out of the Turner Guilford Night Correctional Facility, and he had nothing to say.
Prosecutors say that you knowingly caused harm to Miss Loving. Did you?
Miami-Dade officer Alejandro Geraldo, with nothing to say, now out of jail.
Oh, please stop. She didn't even do nothing.
He's the cop in the video that's made headlines and flooded social media from the March takedown of this woman, Dima Loving. She actually called police that day because she and a friend says they were threatened by a gun-wielding neighbor in Southwest Miami-Dade.
Why you yoking me?
But prosecutors say body cam video shows a fuller picture of what happened, that while Geraldo claimed Loving would not obey commands, there is no evidence to support this allegation. In fact, she remained standing on the corner, both voluntarily and at the direction of the police. And most damning, Geraldo knowingly and intentionally caused harm to Miss Loving.
Anything that you want to say to the public? You're an officer who's sworn to protect and serve.
You're a field training officer. How does that reflect your work?
He now faces a charge of official misconduct and misdemeanor battery. Loving's attorney says he applauds the charges. In fact, charges against her have been dropped. She is now pursuing a civil lawsuit. We're in Northwest Miami-Dade. I'm Janine Stanwood, Local 10.
That cop's a cocksucker. Flat out.
Report the facts.
Huh?
It sounded to me like they were just trying to report the facts.
I said that cop is a cocksucker. I don't have a video of a cock in that guy's mouth, and I know that's what you were going to say, but I think he's a cocksucker.
Center of this rough arrest is now taking legal action, and her lawsuit is wide-ranging. Local 10's Terrell Fournay is in Southwest Miami-Dade to tell us who's called out in the suit.
And this is that civil lawsuit filed just this morning in federal court against the Miami-Dade Police Department, the county, and those two officers in question seen on that controversial video. The victim in this case is now pushing for both of them to be fired.
Things have to change, and you can't change it if you just let things go.
The persistent fight by Daima Loving is now through new legal action with the help of her team of attorneys.
And what we have is clear evidence of not only malicious prosecution, an overuse of excessive force, but also false imprisonment and false arrest.
Why do I have to be corrected when my life was just threatened and my daughter's sick? I just want to go to the store and charge my phone.
Please stop. She didn't even do
Touch me.
nothing.
It's been more than a month since cell phone and police body cameras recorded the tense moments between Daima and Officer Alejandro Giraldo.
Oh,
The
that's
images
hard
have
to
since gone
watch.
viral. That video showed the Miami-Dade cop pushing Daima against a fence and then onto the ground before arresting her because he apparently did not like her tone of voice.
We must remember that Miss Loving is the one who called authorities. She is the one who was the victim of a crime from a civilian in her neighborhood and just wanted, to feel safe.
But Daima says she was just frantic after a neighbor pointed a shotgun at her face and threatened her life as she walked by. So she called 911, but instead she was arrested. Those charges were later dropped. A week later, police took the gun-toting neighbor into custody and relieved Officer Giraldo of duty with pay. Prosecutors are now deciding if criminal charges should be filed against the cop. The lawsuit alleges Officer Giraldo racially profiled Daima and fabricated the police report.
I've completely lost faith in the police, so I don't really know what to say about that. Like, who do I call when I'm in trouble?
And the director of the Miami-Dade Police Department in the past has called this video troubling. And he also maintains that the internal affairs investigation is ongoing. Meanwhile, the court system.
So we know he got arrested and charged with it. So we have that update. Fuck. I mean, let's talk about civil lawsuits here. Out of what two body cam footages do you think that A, does this woman have a clear-cut lawsuit? And B, does the girlfriend of the deceased and the second body cam also have grounds for a lawsuit? NJ, in chat, please respond to that.
Well, the young lady certainly does.
Yeah, I mean, it's not pretty. It's not pretty. All right. Body kit number 3, I'm going to warn viewer discretion is advised. So if you are a little squeamish to some things, please be aware. I'm warning you now. Hold on, my shit's freezing up. I have all these windows open, so now my shit's freezing up. Bear with us, everybody.
Yeah, I'm not finding anything on her civil case.
Yeah, I find that interesting. I mean, COVID is going on, so that's probably a reason why. But is the officer currently rotting in jail is my question. That's the update that I'm looking for.
Well, that video says he's out on bail, so who knows?
Right, but that was a few months ago.
Yeah.
What the fuck, Mike? My whole pinwheel is loading slow, like my screen's frozen again. All right. We're going to have to freeball this one. Excessive force, NJ, is such a controversial topic. In your opinion, what is, if there was one, what would the resolution be to eradicate excessive force?
Well, you've already got quite a few states with police reform legislation in the works. You've already got half a dozen bills in Congress. Of
Right.
course, some of them have been sitting there for 5 years.
Do you think anything is there a specific bill that you're aware of that you're more fond of than the others that's on the floor, and if so, what is that bill?
I haven't looked at them in a couple of weeks because I know nothing's happening with any of it. The two in Congress on qualified immunity are moot, whether they pass them or not. The other house probably won't. And even if it does happen, the president's already said he won't sign them. He wants that blue vote.
Do you think signing it is a slap in the face to law enforcement, so all around the country, that they can't do their own job? And I know there's an ego thing. I know there's a we got this kind of deal with when you may not really have it. Is it kind of like a broken mirror syndrome where you don't think it's broken, but it clearly is?
Well, let's put it to you this way. Under Obama, there were several, I don't know the exact number, but there were several Department of Justice investigations of various large city police departments with consent decrees that went out saying that the departments would do this, that, and the other thing to reform themselves.
Right.
Baltimore, Chicago, a couple other major cities, and even smaller ones. But there have been zero DOJ investigations of police departments under Trump.
That only creates more of a divide. No.
Certainly seems that way.
That only makes.
You there? Oh. Oh my. I guess he used up all his memory there. Well, I'll not take advantage. Oh, I know he'll be back. Yeah, but my one-man show was in the 2 libraries I created. Good evening, Beanie E. Mass Hall from Dallas. Now, there's an oxymoron. It happens. You have too much open, and the processor just can't handle it, so it hiccups. That's why I bought a new, one of the reasons I bought a new laptop. Just didn't have enough memory to do all that I needed to do. And I'm not even into video. I've been using Edge ever since they updated it. In fact, I got another update waiting. It seems to work rather well now. I can actually do StreamYards, which I couldn't a couple of months ago. At least the version I had on when I originally opened this new laptop. Just in case this audience doesn't know, there is going to be a new case in the 8th Circuit Court of Appeals next month on public videography from a traditional public forum. The individual lost his district court case, and now he's appealing it to the Eighth Circuit. It'll be the first even-numbered Circuit Court of Appeals to take on a case of this sort. I wouldn't be laughing, Sancho. Then again, I wouldn't be pulling what little hair I have left out either. Oh, now you're blaming her instead of all the tabs you had open. Don't feel bad, Beanie. He's just a jokester. He tried to do too much with too little and found out what happens when processors crash. Here he is. Or maybe not. Oh my. Oh, that's well, the logo's up, but no audio.
Motherfucker.
Now we hear you.
I said every time I do a Beanie E joke, I have to, laugh so everyone knows that I'm joking. Sorry, did you miss me?
Oh, we're having a fun time.
Not easy job, is it? Not easy job to have to entertain the masses and, make me smile and entertain me and educate me. It's not easy. Now I gotta find whatever the fuck I was looking for.
Well, you can lead an individual to knowledge, but you can't make them think.
Right. I had so many options to show. All right. Third body cam footage. Thank you, NJ, for holding down the fort.
He may have, Beanie.
And thank you to everybody. Oh yeah, hey, what happens after party should stay in the after party. Although on Discord I posted a hilarious GIF of somebody doing exactly what I did last night. And all right, so do you want to go 2 years back, NJ, or is it kind of not okay to go 2 years back?
As far as
a body cam, yeah.
If you have resolution, no.
We do. Well, that's the benefit of going 2 years back.
Yeah. Oh, I have no problem with reviewing stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if there's a verdict.
Yeah, I brought it up this morning too. The fact that I almost broke my neck because Rogue Nation said, "Well, you can die from a car accident, or you can die from a tree falling on you." And I go, "No, I could die from live streaming. I fell over a fucking chair and almost broke my neck. Like, I could die from anywhere." And everyone thought it was hilarious because you were there, right?
No, I didn't.
You weren't at the after party?
No,
it was a great after party. Oh.
Something today that I ended up not doing, and now I have to do it tomorrow.
The after party is a great time for everyone to let their hair down and just get to know people, And it was a hilarious way to begin the after party by, every show, like you probably hear the creaking in the background. Like I lean back a little bit, I lean back and I smoke a little weed and I lean back like Fat Joe told us to do. And apparently I caught the chair at the wrong angle and I leaned back. to the point where I almost need myself in the nose because I flipped over completely.
Well, there's usually 5 legs to that platform. If you center it between them, you may go over.
The funniest part was, like, there was a point in time where, like, I held down my office desk because I was midway. Like, I was fucking falling over. The lamp was about to fall over as well, so I grabbed that in time and put it on the floor, and I'm like, I'm fucking falling over. It's dead quiet. No one's talking at the after party. And all of a sudden, this big thud happens. And again, it's quiet. Nobody's like, hey, Sancho, you okay? Like, are you alive? Like, they're probably thinking in the back of their head, oh, great, no more videos about me. He's finally dead. He's finished or something. Because I literally didn't know. I was embarrassed. Then I realized I don't have my camera on. So that's the benefit of that. But I was embarrassed because the microphone was on. And so you could hear clear cut me flipping over my fucking office chair last night. And I was just grateful that I didn't hurt my neck. Like, my neck was a little sore. But I stood there I laid on the floor for a few minutes with my headphones on because I have a long wire for my headphones. And, like, 2 options came out of my mind. Option 1 was, help, I'm falling and I can't get up. And then option 2 was, did anyone just hear that? Like,
loud enough, at least. Yeah, well, I'll tell you an embarrassing story that's 1,000-fold more dangerous. I guess it was the 4th day by myself on the job. I had this very wide pole to go up.
Uh-oh.
In the side yard of this house because I had to drop a wire because it had a tree rub that I had to repair. I get all the way up, and I had caught a couple of tree branches on my way up. So when I dropped the line, I swung to the other side of the pole before climbing down. And what I didn't see was the blade, or gaff as we call it, of my leg iron go into a rotted out knot hole. So that gaff in, pull the other gaff out to step down. The first one cut out. Down I came.
Really?
Yeah, my head was at about 30 feet.
How far did you fall?
25-ish.
And you didn't die because you're here, right?
Well, I don't know how I did it, but when I hit the ground, I did a back roll. And I'm laying there thinking, all right, I'm alive. I wiggle every little bit of my body, said, okay, nothing's broken. I sit up and I hear footsteps. And I turn around, here's a guy walking up the embankment with my hard hat in his hands, shaking like a leaf. He thought he'd run me over. Because as I did my back roll, my hard hat came off, rolled into the street, and he ran it over.
Wow.
Yeah, I still have
Your
it down.
story made my story sound like a pussy story.
Yeah, well, I still have the hard hat downstairs, and I still have the hole in my ring finger of my left hand where a couple of weeks later I dug out the piece of telephone pole while I was on tour with a rock band.
Whoa. Slow that down. What did you say last sentence?
I met a rock band while I was in basic and training school in the Air Force.
Famous rock band?
No, not really. American Peddlers. They were local. Of course, they took a paycheck home every 2 weeks. The band had a contract with the Army Air Force Exchange Service to play all of the Army Air Force bases around Texas, as far east as Mississippi and as far west as Colorado. Yeah, I know, because I went on to, just after my fall, I was on vacation, and I went on tour with them.
So medically, what happened?
I still have the little hole in my finger where I dug out the piece of pole.
Did you break your neck, your back, your ass, your crack, your pelvis, your Melvis, your Anything? Would you break?
I was instructed. I held my hands against the pole on the way down and just folded. And that's what they taught you in climbing school. Don't grab, because every time you stick that gaff in, when you pull it out, it leaves splinters hanging out of the telephone pole. And if you grab that pole to slow your descent, you're going to get all those splinters right up into your chest. And that's a fact, because one of my coworkers didn't listen and he grabbed. And I met him a dozen years later, and he said, "Yeah, I'm still picking stuff out of my chest occasionally."
Did you get rushed to the hospital, or did you just walk away like nothing ever happened and went to Subway?
Fix that line and put that lady's wire back up. Connect her phone back up.
No, you didn't.
All I had was a bleeding finger.
You didn't break. You didn't. No bruises or anything like that. I mean, you probably felt like shit.
I had bruises, no doubt, but I'm 20 something years old, 22, 23.
Okay. All right. I don't know if age changes gravity.
But it had to have been almost 24 at that point, now that I think about it. Almost 25, because that was 79.
I have a funny story to say. I'm going to wait till Beanie comes up to say it, though. Because I think it'll be refreshing to laugh tonight with all the body cam footages we've been showing. We still have to break down the third one. This is a super controversial one from 2 years ago. Kind of brings up the subject, excessive force, and what happened since then, and has there been any change? But I kind of want to see if we can get into the story about. Now, is that the longest? Now, is that the furthest you've ever fell before?
Personally, yeah. I've cut out a couple of times since then, but that was basically a soggy pole, and that was like the first step or two. Yeah.
Soggy pole.
Telephone poles sit out in the rain longer. Hey, I've got a telephone pole out in my front yard. It's probably as old as I am.
You're the first man to ever tell me the word soggy pole.
I'm not kidding. Some of these telephone poles will start to rot, and then the rot gets wet, and it gets soggy.
So they have rungs already attached, right?
Not all of them.
Do the older ones or the newer ones have the rungs?
Usually the older ones, because it's a point where you can't climb. So they put steps in them. They're just tubes of iron that get screwed into the pole and becomes a step.
What's the craziest thing you've seen from what? You're 30, 40 feet up in the air, like usually?
Yeah, not quite 30.
What's the craziest thing you've seen from all the way up there?
A fight at a high school.
Do you go in all weathers? Like, did you go in like climate weathers, everything? Like, because like you're the only option to turn the power on and shit, right?
No. I worked on a lower tier. I was in communications, not power.
Okay, so you didn't do emergency situations.
Yeah. I've been up a pole pre-hurricane a couple of times. I've been up poles in heavy snowstorms. Damn near got blown off a balcony one time because the wind.
Up during Hurricane Bob?
No, Irene and Sandy.
Irene and Sandy.
The one I can't remember the name of it when I worked up in North Jersey.
You ever get like nervous when you're climbing up there?
Yeah. I don't have agoraphobia or whatever that is, fear of heights, but yeah, occasionally I've been up some poles that didn't exactly want to sit still.
You've been up some poles. I never thought I'd be hearing you say those words, NJ.
What?
I've been up those poles that didn't want to sit still. Just that and altogether was just a funny thing to say. Everybody join our Discord. You can actually meet NJ Diver. The dude is a wealth of knowledge and apparently a fucking box of stories as well.
With some of the stuff I had as a firefighter EMT, I could curl or uncurl your hair, as the case may be.
Were you an adrenaline like junkie?
No. I'm usually very calm at the scene.
Hey, can someone confirm that? Let me confirm that Discord link is working. It's an invite to the Discord. It looks like a Discord link. I hope it worked. So you're not an adrenaline junkie, because it sounds like you are, because like I'm afraid of heights. I don't know if I've ever told you that.
No, I have a healthy respect for heights. I've been places that most people don't go, especially the poles that are next to railroad tracks. They're 30 feet easy.
You ever fuck with any birds from all the way up there?
I've been screwed with squirrels. Yeah, they don't like it when I get close to their nests.
Has a bird ever shit on you before?
No, I haven't been that lucky.
I've been shit on by a bird.
Yes.
I was at a beach and I had my arm out and I was eating a sup. And all of a sudden I felt this like really warm substance on my arm. And I looked at, because my arm was like outside of the door kind of deal. Just, chilling out there with beautiful weather, dangling my arm outside the door. And I got shit on.
Yeah, Jimmy, no, the type of poles I climbed, you don't dance.
Yeah, you're way too high to fucking dance, that's for sure. But no, like a similar story. Do you remember the Sylvester Stallone movie where he was a fucking he was a rock climber? You remember that movie? Where he's climbing fucking mountains and shit? Now you're gonna make me Google Sylvester Stallone and figure out what this is.
I saw bits and pieces of it. It's not
Yeah, it was based. I think it was based on a true story. So the movie is called. No, I gotta go to his Wikipedia and find out. It's a well-known movie too, like mountain climbing or some shit. The movie was Cliffhanger, 1993. So let me show you this. Hold on. Let's kind of shift gears and laugh a little bit. Then we'll get back into the body cam footage. So, Cliffhanger, this fucking movie right there. 1993. I won't play the audio version, but it's essentially Sylvester Stallone. Hold on, it's playing an ad now. So this came out in 1993. So I was a baby Sancho. I was, I don't even know if I was a teenager yet. To be honest with you. I was like 9 years old, 8 or 9 years old.
3 is when I bought my house.
Yeah. And I saw this fucking trailer of this motherfucker running and jumping with ropes. And I'm like, this is like my first discovery of ropes. And I'm like, this is really fucking cool. Like, you could wrap yourself around a rope and do really crazy shit. And like, keep in mind, I'm like not even 10 years old at the time. And I'm thinking this is like the coolest fucking thing in the world. I mean, look at this. I mean, this is back in 1993. Like, think of how it would be now. I mean, he's well known for, Rocky and all these other movies. And here he is fucking climbing.
Yeah, that guy didn't have a parachute.
Right. So I get, boredom's the worst thing for you. So I decided to go find some rope in my basement. Parents aren't watching me. Absolutely not. I live on a 3rd floor porch.
Dana Delaney.
So I live on a 3rd floor porch. And I get the great idea to tie the rope around the porch. And my idea is around the third floor, you know, like the rum of the porch? You know, like the rum, you know, like the anchor of the porch? So I tied the rope around that and I threw the rope down to the bottom of the floor. This is three flights. It's a pretty fucking high drop. It could be the same high drop you had, that 30 to 40 feet kind of deal. And I have the great idea of I'm going to climb my way up.
Yeah.
I'm Sylvester Stallone, bitches. And I'm going to climb up. I'm going to grab that rope. And I said, I'm going to be smart because I just watched the movie. And I said, I'm going to be smart. I'm going to wrap my waist around the rope. And then I'm going to climb the rope like Sylvester Stallone does. And I'm young. I'm a skinny motherfucker. So I'm not worried about this at all. I'm not worried about anything happening. I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
Yeah, the age of invulnerability.
Right. So I proceed to make my way down 3 flights of stairs. I proceed to wrap myself around and essentially grab whatever rope is dangling up there from 3 flights of stairs and say, hey, I'm going to be like Sylvester Stallone and I'm going to climb up 3 motherfucking flights of stairs. So I get about 5 feet up in the air, 5 to 7 feet up in the air, and I'm dangling, you know, I'm my feet are off the ground. And I'm trying to do pull-ups essentially. Where is this Beanie?
No.
This isn't Beanie?
No, it is.
So, have you heard my story so far, Beanie?
No.
So,
sorry.
Have you seen the movie Cliffhanger before?
I don't think so, but I may need to watch it.
Yeah, Dana Delaney.
No. So it was done by Sylvester Stallone. All right. And it was done in 1993. I'll briefly go over the story because it's a really funny story. And this is the movie Cliffhanger. You see how the guy jumps off the mountains and all that shit with a rope attached to him? You see how cool that is, Beanie? I'm not even 10 years old. I'm thinking, holy shit. Like, I want to do this. Like, I don't know if you guys ever watched a movie or watched a TV show and said, I want to be that person. That was me when I was a little baby Sancho. Little baby Sancho. And I'm thinking this is the coolest motherfucker in the world. And I'm thinking, how cool are ropes? How cool if you tie yourself with a rope, you're safe. Nothing's going to happen to you. So I decided to climb a third. I lived on the 3rd floor. I decided to wrap a giant rope around an anchor on the 3rd floor porch. Throw the rope over the fucking porch. And say, I'm going to climb up from the ground up. I'm going to climb that motherfucking rope like Sylvester Stallone. And I get all the way down. I walk down 3 flights of stairs, and I'm motivated as fuck. I got this. I got adrenaline. This is Sylvester Stallone. This is Rocky. This is going to be good for me. So I wrap myself around the waist with rope. And I start climbing. And I go about 7 to 8 feet up in the air. And the rope fucking breaks. And I fall flat on my back on cement. And all I hear is a giant, whoa! I lost air. Like, the air was kicked out from under me. And it was bad. But I got up from it and I was fine. But I was more embarrassed than anything else. There you go.
Yeah, well, in heavy rescue class, I went out the 4th floor window and belayed to the ground on rope. That was fun.
What are you doing, Beanie? Would you stop doing?
With the screen of her laptop.
Okay, sure. That's exactly what she's doing. Beanie,
Yeah, you were muted. You're muted there, Beanie.
do you have any funny story that you want to talk? Because NJ and I just gave a funny story away. Do you have a kind of funny embarrassing story that you want to kind of divulge?
Not really, not right now. I don't know.
All right. Are you
Think
okay?
about it.
Are you okay if we break down a body cam footage with you?
What do you mean with me?
Well,
You mean like someone else's? Yeah.
He's gonna
channel.
show body cam footage, and we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
Right, it's your channel.
Yep. Gonna focus on the body cam. All right. Let's focus on the body cam. Viewer discretion is advised, everybody. Body cam.
Hello? So I can bring Tyler out here. He said that he'd had to tell this guy multiple times to get off him. He kept bumping into him. On Tyler? Yeah, our security guy. Kept bumping into him. Excuse me?
Whoa, wait a minute. Who was that Miss Prissy walking by? That didn't look cool, Beanie. Did you see that? There's a conversation happening.
Yeah, our security guy.
Look at this
Kept
woman.
bumping into him.
Boom. Just bumps into everybody. This may not end well for this woman. I haven't seen this video. But Beanie, I think this wasn't a great first impression. What do you think?
I don't know. Are you saying he pulled her?
You didn't see this woman right here in the black?
Oh, okay, her. I thought you were talking about the girl that had brown hair. Go on.
First impression is she looks like she's full of piss and vinegar right now, and she's got an attitude problem. But Sancho could be wrong. Sancho's been wrong before. We'll see.
Into him. Excuse me? Hey, he's not free to go. He's not free to go, but you can keep walking. Back off.
No, I'm gonna
back
stay
off.
here.
No, man.
You don't need to touch me. You don't need to fucking touch me. You don't need to touch me.
Is that considered resisting arrest right now? I mean, what is the arrestable offense?
No, he hasn't said anything to her.
So why are we putting hands on her, Beanie?
I mean, I'm not, but they are. You know, I mean,
that's how I ask questions.
I'm just checking. I don't know. Honest to God, I don't know. If they're just security, right? They don't really have the right to do that, correct?
He's a police officer.
That's a police officer.
Oh, it is? Okay. I'm wrong. I don't know.
You don't need to fucking touch me. You don't need to touch me. Why
Put your
are you
hand on your head.
touching me?
Put your hand up on your head, because you're under arrest.
Explain to me
You're
why
under
you're
arrest.
touching me?
Put your hand
No,
up.
explain to me why you're
Ma'am,
arresting me.
ma'am.
What did I do?
I don't want to throw you on the
What
ground.
did I
Please don't
do?
do that.
What did I do?
Please don't do that.
Okay, I'll put my hand behind my
Put
head.
your hand up on your head right
Hey,
now.
hey, what the fuck did I do?
Ma'am.
What did I do? What the fuck are you doing?
Stay down.
They slammed her down.
Sam 197 at 236.
Whoa.
If you're available, we need you in a square. Second birthday. Stop. It's her 22nd birthday. Back off.
It's her 22nd birthday. Clearly, she may be a little late. It's her birthday. Why not? She has every right to be. But was she disorderly enough to justify what just happened?
I don't think so.
NJ?
It's 50-50 to tell you the truth. He told her to move on.
But he did it in a public place where legally she doesn't need to move on. It's public. It's a public street, public sidewalk. You can tell me to do something. Like you can ask me for an ID. Legally, I don't have to give it to you. You can tell me to move on from a public easement. Legally, I don't have to move on. You feel me? I got a little problem with that.
Escalate and then stand there.
I'm not resisting.
Hold on
I'm
your
not
shirt.
resisting, please. I'm not resisting, please.
Is there a car here?
I'm not doing anything.
Sure.
Are you kidding me? I'm not doing anything tonight.
Edward
I'm not
276.
doing
We need a
anything.
transport car to
I
Elizabeth
was
Walnut.
trying to get my boyfriend. Are you
This
fucking
way.
kidding me?
Yep.
Oh my god. Are you fucking kidding me? I did not do anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. Please help me. Help me.
She's fine.
Please help me. No, I'm not fine. Please. I didn't do it.
Oh, we did it again.
Please, you're hurting me.
Oh. No, that looked like she collapsed herself, though. I gotta be fair. I gotta be honest. This looks like she collapsed herself on this incident. Yeah, she.
Please, you're hurting me. You're hurting me.
I mean, is she guilty of being white girl wasted? Yeah. Is it illegal to be white girl wasted? I mean, are from a law enforcement side, do you think they're going to look at public intoxication?
Well, that's up to the judge and the jury.
Of course, right?
Not even.
Can you stand up, please?
Can you let go of me? And I
No,
can't.
you're under arrest.
Okay,
No.
I'm not under arrest for any reason.
Stand up, please.
No, let me go. Let me go.
That's resisting.
Let me go and I will stand up. Get your arm off me and I will stand up. Record me, bitch. Fucking let go of me and I will stand up.
329, bring your car, please.
Are you fucking kidding? I can feel you shaking, you little pussy. Fuck
Whoa,
you.
whoa, whoa.
Are you kidding me?
Oh.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Wait a minute.
She said, "You're a cop and you're shaking."
Ma'am, I'll pull down your dress for you.
Well, what do people expect when everyone's drinking? You know what I mean? I don't know.
Her dress is showing.
Mike, we're going to need 329. You can stay.
Her dress or her non?
Her butt
She's in
cheeks.
custody. I haven't gone through her at all. I'm going to give her to you, and I'll cover you.
Fine, I will talk to you very calmly. He was arrested. He threw me on the ground.
296, 276, G code 4.
I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything wrong.
Ma'am, do you need paramedics at all?
Fuck you.
Whoa. I like that. I like that fire.
Paramedics, but not from him, because fuck him. Not from him.
I got that, Aaron.
I didn't do anything wrong, so
Edward
fuck him. You
276.
can go to fucking hell. You fucking that fucking.
Can you please have medical aid respond to Linden and Walnut? Are in custody, is requesting to be checked out after use of force.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So let's kind of break down what happened in this. The defense attorney for a Colorado State University student released this body camera footage from the student's arrest in Fort Collins on April 6, 2017, which he alleges shows the officer using excessive force. The case gained notoriety after a bystander recorded a 9-second video of Officer Randy Klasmore forcing Michelle Surratt to the ground during the arrest. Let's kind of look. Whoa, what does that mean? Is that porn? I don't want to do that then. I don't know what that means.
What are you looking at?
It says privacy error. Your connection is not private. I don't know what that means. All I want to do is click on that video. I can't see you right now. I can't see anybody, so be careful, everybody. All right, NJ?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, all right, good. Oh, so Odin's here. Hey, Odin, I didn't see you, buddy.
Hey.
Hey, what do you think about that lady's breakdown?
She needs mental help.
You think
She needs to get sober.
They get sober one day.
You don't feel bad for her at all?
She was drunk in public.
Did it justify that excessive force? That was the question.
Did she fight the cop?
Well, we have an update, ladies and gentlemen. You guys ready for the update?
Fire one ready,
Do you guys think she's going to be found guilty or not guilty?
Nowadays, probably not guilty.
Not guilty to NJ. Not guilty or guilty. I already know the results, so I shall not say. Thank you, NJ. All right. She was found guilty.
It was here last year at Bondi Beach Bar in Old Town where 22-year-old Michelle Surratt was forced to the ground by police officer Randall Flanders. The video gained nearly 800,000 views.
Oh, I didn't see that footage. You see that footage?
In the third and final trial last Friday,
got
Surratt was found guilty.
Hold on.
Talked about.
Officer Randall Flanders.
What?
The video gained
What?
nearly 800,000 views.
Fuck me!
Damn, she got body slammed.
Holy fuck me in the ass. That is not cool.
It's obviously
That is
justified.
not fucking cool. Look
The video
at
gained nearly
this.
800,000
Boom.
views and sparked national headlines. In the third and final trial last Friday, Surratt was found guilty with Class 2 misdemeanor charges of obstruction of a police officer and resisting arrest.
Dios mío.
The cases continue to raise controversy following her conviction.
That wasn't
I
right.
understand the resisting of arrest, maybe not the other charge. However, granted, like what happened in the video, that like it looked like she might have gotten injured from it or something, and that I don't personally think that the police were justified.
Excessive as
Fort
fuck.
Collins Police Chief Jeff Swoboda stated he respects everyone's right to a fair trial and that this case sparked many conversations within the community, and he is committed to continuing the discussion about use of force and the responsibilities of all parties involved.
Oh, look at this. Oh, we saw this part. We didn't see the slam
No matter
until.
what, how you talk to a police officer, like it needs to be politely.
Is that you,
it
B?
needs to
Oh,
be,
sorry. I thought that was you for a second
very
talking.
respectfully.
That's
And
not
if,
me a little
if she
bit,
didn't
right?
wasn't treating the police officer with respect, if she wasn't treating the bouncer with respect, then you know, your consequences or like your actions have consequences. But on the police officer's standpoint, like, you know, like he did what he thought he needed to do during this time.
Maybe it's a lapse of judgment, like an instant.
El Sanchez.
Yeah.
We need to get a badge so we can body slam
Being
women
officer,
around.
military, or paramedic is that.
Hold on. Let me wait till
signed
this
up
is
to make
over
snap
with.
decisions.
This is
Surratt is
Trevor.
currently out of custody on bond until her sentencing hearing, which is scheduled for September 21st. Surratt's attorney says their next step is federal court, where he plans to sue Clamser and the city of Fort Collins for
I'm
gaining
sorry.
nearly
That is
800,000 views.
fucking bad. Like, before I saw this, I was in the middle, like, and now after seeing that slam, I went from to what the fucking fuck.
Okay.
Fuckity fuck is going on here.
Okay, should she have got
Video
her
gained nearly
charges?
800,000.
Yes. He should get sued for excessive force. That was too much. Throws her around like a rag doll.
Yeah, that wasn't very nice.
Drunks are not nice.
But that doesn't justify that.
Yeah, arrogant, angry drunks are not nice. I've had to deal with a few as an EMT.
Well, maybe it was her like first birthday, right? She was going out or something. I don't know.
22nd.
birthday. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe she just couldn't handle her drinks and she didn't know that. You know, everyone makes mistakes, right?
You should have called for a female officer to handle that.
Oh no. Wait, is this it? Oh no. I'm not gonna be okay with this update.
She wasn't wrong, so was the officer for the excessive force.
Police officer exonerated in body slamming video.
We begin at 6 with breaking news out of Fort Collins, where an officer seen throwing a young woman to the ground has been exonerated. Officer Randy Clanter will now return to full duty on that force. The body slam was outside the Bondi Beach grill and bar in April. An arrest affidavit says the woman in that video hit the officer several times, also grabbed an officer by the throat. She is still facing an assault charge. A citizens review board says after interviewing many witnesses, the officer did not violate any city policy.
Boyfriend's lucky that that security guard grabbed him, that bouncer.
No bueno.
When did she grab his throat?
I didn't
When
see
they were
it.
struggling.
I didn't see no throat grab.
Well, you only saw the 9 seconds that somebody had it going. You in his body cam, you could see they were struggling when she was face to face. That's probably when she had her hand on his throat.
Damn.
I'm not going to say anything nice right now. And I've been told that, and I don't really practice this as much as I should, but I've been told that if I have nothing nice to say, to not say nothing at all.
You mean regarding the video?
Well, the whole situation's fucking bullshit. This is why there's such a... All right, now let you ask. This is why there's such a fucking divide right now in this community. This is why there's such a divide in this country where we think that law enforcement is better than us and they have the right to do whatever they want to us and there's no repercussions. This is another prime example of why there's such a divide and why you're seeing the amount of angry people that are emotional and frustrated because day after day as time progresses, there's not any change and it's the same bullshit every single fucking day. Way to go, Beanie.
And how far was that officer supposed to let that woman go?
There was
with
more.
her?
There was more ways to detain and subdue a 90-pound woman than what we saw.
How many warnings did he give her?
It doesn't. Come on. The way he slammed her by grabbing her arm and disjoining her and slamming her to the ground face first, that is not justified.
You know, what if her head would hit? You know, I was always taught by my father, you know, if you get into a fight, you better be careful, you know, fist thought. But, you know, if you hit someone in the wrong place or they're like you hit them and they fall back and their head slams and they die, you're fucked. I don't know if that made sense, but just saying. Like that officer, he could have killed her. Like, you know, many people could be killed. If you're like, you know what I mean? If you hit your head on the fucking cement.
You've never taken a self-defense course.
I know. You always have something to say. It's fine.
Self-defense.
No, I'm just saying, like, anyone knows, like, if someone hits the ground in the wrong way, they could die, right?
Pepper sprayer. Something. I mean, there's other measures than yanking a 90-pound woman by the arm so quick that A, you can pop her shoulder out, and B, she had no opportunity to cushion the fall because you had one arm.
Her right arm was out.
Let me jerk your arm in a quick motion when you're a 90-pound female and see if you don't hit face first and bust your skull open.
Did she?
Yes.
She did.
She had injuries.
Well,
she did.
Well, she shouldn't have put her hands on, you know, the officer either. It was a fucked up situation altogether.
About this. Shake it off piano.
All right, I'm gonna play this. Oh fuck, I don't want to play that Inside Edition because I might get caught. I don't want to get knocked down again. What can I show? Second trial.
You got to do a pre-show. Make sure you have what you have. You can play.
No, once it's live on YouTube is when you find out. I mean, that's the big issue. Once you find out on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? But once it's live kind of shit, you know? I did a 9/11 stream last night, Beanie, and I got shut down for a couple minutes.
No, sir. What happened to that? What happened to the one that didn't show up?
Will apologized profusely this morning. He lost his cell phone and he says he owes me one, so he'll be back on. Actually, let me invite him on right now.
All right.
He did say he owes me one, so.
Trips.
Yeah, I think he's sleeping. Yeah, he's sleeping. Yeah. I'm gonna get him on.
Yeah, what's the old saying? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Right. So let's see.
I played that game a lot.
Watch this. Was this thing a red? I mean, come on. Come on. I don't know.
No, you got your dentist in there?
I'm trying to hold back.
Is it a doctor with a tongue depressor?
No, I'm trying to hold back because I just think there were more ways. So
I have witnessed takedowns of people where it takes, let's see, the guy was probably about 170 pounds. It took 5 of us to get him down.
Did we talk about the shooting in New Jersey in January yet, NJ?
Which one?
The one in early January.
You have to give me some
context.
context.
So I want to stress now, viewer discretion is advised. So if you are squeamish or a little sensitive to things, be very careful with that. All right. We already know he was shot and killed, so that's a spoiler alert. If you find this disturbing, we do apologize. Viewer discretion is advised.
Receive your body for go room, bro. Go cut it front. Cut it right.
All right, he's driving away, so that's a problem right now.
Close the air. We're behind that vehicle.
All right, we have a high-speed chase, everybody.
Cut in front of it. Give me a mic. I just pulled in front and drew my weapon on him. We're trying to get in front of him. Stop the car.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Shot fired! Come on. Shots fired on that vehicle. Shots fired.
Holy fuck!
Shot at it, bro. Bro, come on. Keep going, bro. Go around. Relax, bro. Relax. Wait right there. Relax. Go around, bro. Stop worrying about them. Let me go. Get in. Come on. Relax, bro. Let me go.
Oh! Fuck me! We're playing this throughout. We're playing the whole fucking thing.
I think I shot him.
I think you shot him. I'm pretty sure you shot him.
He pointed the gun at me.
Okay.
No, he pointed the gun right at me.
Okay.
Cut in front, bro. You can use the wet car. You can use the car. Cut on the right arm. He's gonna hop out. That's it. No, man. He's gonna hop out. I see the door. Stop. Stop the car.
Oh!
Get down. Get out the car. Get out the car. Get out the car. Don't jump, please down. Go ahead, put the guns down. Don't flag it. That's it.
This shit's getting real.
Turn the sirens off. Don't reach for nothing. I shot him. No. Come on. I shot him in the head. Back up. Get the gun. Yo, he's done. LT. Turn the car. Get move. Move. Turn the car. Move. Gun there. Gun there. I shot both of them. Stop. Get him. EMS. We need EMS rolling. EMS, stop. Two guys here. Turn this.
Holy fuck.
So did the driver actually have a gun?
So let me find out. A Newark police officer. So here's the update, everybody. So, wow. That was pretty fucking intense, Beanie. So, a Newark police officer is facing manslaughter charges after prosecutors say he shot and killed a man fleeing a traffic stop earlier this year. The Essex County Prosecutor's Office announced Giovanni Grespo, 26, was indicted on multiple charges, including aggravated manslaughter. So, the logic that police officers don't arrest their own is bull crap and bukkake and mularkey. You know that now. The Essex County Prosecutor's Office announced Giovanni Grespo, 26, was indicted on multiple charges, including aggravated manslaughter, aggravated assault, and 2 each counts of second-degree possession of a weapon for an unlawful purpose and official misconduct. The indictment came after 3 months after Grespo was suspended without pay. As the investigation was launched, attorney information for Grespo was not immediately clear. If convicted of all counts, Grespo could face life in prison. Wow. What's everyone's thoughts? Were you surprised by this? Was it kind of a zinger? Or no?
Well, if the guy didn't have a gun, the officer got the correct charges. If the suspect had a gun, the officer is being overcharged.
Mm-hmm.
My thoughts on it.
So, you guys want to hear from the police officer now, and kind of get his take on all that. There's an ad playing right now, so bear with me. So, we find out that this police officer claims I could have been dead. Newark police officer indicted in deadly traffic stop. Waiting for the ad to stop. Pennzoil, everybody. If you use Pennzoil for your car, check out Pennzoil at Amazon.com. Here we go. Hold on. Pause and stay there.
Job to protect help. Was he reckless or just doing his job to protect helpless citizens?
Oh, wait. It's NBC. Fuck me. Hold on. It's NBC. Fuck me. I can't do NBC. NBC likes to shut people down quick.
Why?
Because it's NBC and it's copyrighted.
You'll get like a strike.
Yeah, it's copyrighted and shit like that.
If it's newsworthy, it should be fair use.
Hey, Sancho, do you want the beginning of the body footage?
I love how you said that. Yeah, where is it? Well, we saw the beginning of the body cam footage, didn't we?
Not the traffic stop.
Oh, the traffic stop. Okay. Thank you. Of course, Odin's being a creep as usual.
How am I being a creep?
The Newark police officer charged with manslaughter for allegedly shooting and killing a man fleeing a traffic stop after a harrowing pursuit caught. Bodycam tells News 4. I could have been dead, Johnny Crespo said in his first comment since he was indicted by an Essex County grand jury in May. I believe my actions kept me alive. I think about my 4 kids, and I thank God I got to go home that night. Wow. So, Beanie, do you want to check out the traffic stop now?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go ahead.
Let's see what
Hold up,
escalated.
please. Oh,
Everything.
Say it again.
no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I thought I heard hold up.
No.
Turn off the vehicle. Turn off the vehicle. Turn it off.
Right,
turn off the
here we go.
car.
What?
Turn off the car.
What?
Sir, turn off the vehicle. Turn off the vehicle, sir.
Uh-oh. I feel tense.
Turn it off.
This is awkward right now. Uh-oh.
Turn off the car and roll down the window. Open the door.
Shit's about to escalate.
Give me that other unit. Open the window. Open the door.
What's up?
I got a 646. Let me see your hands.
Uh-oh.
Let me see your hands.
Uh-oh,
hands.
Hold on, pause.
Hands
real
on
quick,
the
pause.
wheel.
Hold on.
Let me see your hands.
Pause?
Sorry, go ahead.
What does 646 mean?
646?
Does that mean like non-compliant, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Is
Okay.
that you, NJ?
I have no idea. Every department's got their own codes.
I was just wondering, because she said we got a 646 and then she pulled her gun. I just thought that was whatever.
No, I'm actually Googling for you right now.
Thank you. I was going to do the same.
Code for, so according to that code, that's a code for weapon recovery.
Well, what does it show? Okay.
That is code for weapon recovery.
But that's not what she was doing, right? Like,
Check out
regarding
the newly
him?
released video. I noticed she calls out a police code 646. According to this website of Newark, New Jersey police codes, that's a code for weapon recovery. Also notice how suspiciously the driver was acting. He wouldn't comply with the lawful orders given, then initiated.
His hands are up like this, right?
Let's keep going.
Okay, sorry.
No, don't, please. Keep going. That's what we want.
On the wheel. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Hands on the wheel.
I mean, look in those eyes. That's someone who says, I'm fucked. Is it not? Is that not the look of somebody who, you know, got their dick caught in a toaster?
His hands were up, though. Like, I don't know. I'd rather watch it through.
After a while, she had to pull her gun for him to get his hands up.
Let's watch it through. Anyone want to throw a timeout flag for me to pause it? Just let me know.
On the wheel. The car's off.
Let's rewind that. Ooh, there he goes.
Be advised, the vehicle took off. Thomas in Pennsylvania.
Okay,
2017, Chrysler 300, color black. Zulu 21, Kilo.
Hot dog lady. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that. So she picked up the shooter, Crespo, picked him up, and then drove with him. This is fucking great. This is nuts.
No, get in. Relax, bro. Get in.
Definitely questionable.
Please don't tell me he ends up dead. Please.
Do you like kittens or puppies? So, the question I have is excessive force, justified, etc.
Doesn't look like it's gone to trial yet.
No, it hasn't gone to trial yet.
I was gonna ask you to rewind it, but it's fine. It's done. I should have been paying attention. I was just gonna ask, was his hands up way before she approached his car? You know, with her weapon drawn?
It took a little convincing to get the hands up.
Okay. I don't know. Do you ever think that maybe like the person behind the wheel is scared of the police? I think
I think police need to do a better job of being aware of that.
He doesn't look scared to me. He looks like he's under the influence.
All right.
Okay.
I agree with Diver.
Yeah.
I
Problematic.
just feel sorry.
Problematic. Go ahead.
No, I just feel bad for some people because if I have like a cop behind me and I know I'm doing nothing wrong, I'm still scared and
Right.
no one can convince me otherwise. It is what it is. So I can only imagine like if my skin was, a different color.
Yeah.
And I find people who don't empathize or with that, they just don't know, I guess. They've never experienced something like that.
I mean, I think the police need to be more empathetic towards anxiety. They need to be more empathetic towards
health issues,
depression, health issues, mental health, etc. I told you about my first, with my speech impediment, and they immediately thought I was beating that girl. Yeah.
Wait, what happened?
I told you that story.
Well, tell me again.
I told you the story the other night.
Can you tell me again, though?
We have a little quick break right now. We have puppies.
Oh my god, puppies. I'm gonna give you fucking my dog, my dog's pictures. You can put her out. Okay, I guess we all have to shut the fuck up.
No, we're just playing some cute puppy, footages. Are you referring to the story that I told the other night?
No, you brought it up. I just wanted to hear it again because I want to make sure I got it right.
I met a girl online.
Okay.
This was a while ago. Met a girl online and went to the beach. I said this on the sex podcast a few days ago, so I didn't say it last night.
You have a podcast? Okay, never mind. Go.
Well, it was this show. It was a Sancho Sex and Auditing show. It was my first afternoon stream I did this week, and we were discussing one of the persons had about they were in the middle of a sexual act when the police came. So I decided to divulge my story, and I was with a girl, and she, instead of having relations with me, decided to tell me her whole life story and every breakup she's ever had her whole fucking life, and proceeded to cry hysterically every time she was telling me the story. So I went from potentially losing my virginity to I'm a therapist. This is great. And all of a sudden, I am focused on the story and trying to be a good listener, realizing that the potential of getting laid might have just diminished greatly. Because once you get into that friend zone category, you're fucked. And all of a sudden, there's a pound on the door, and it's the police. And the police are looking at a female in the driver's side, crying hysterically, and they look at a young male who has a speech impediment, who's stuttering. Their first impression right away is, well, you're stuttering, which means you're lying. Even though this was something that I was born with, my dad had, etc., I was already perceived as a liar and as a potential woman abuser because of a speech impediment that I was born with. Thankfully, she was able to explain everything because I literally was stuttering. And, you know, where'd you live, blah, 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 and I stuttered. And right away, why are you stuttering? Why are you stuttering? Like, I looked suspicious because I was stuttering. That was perceived as suspicious behavior because I was stuttering. And that's problematic. And I was a young kid at the time. So I'm shitting bricks like, this guy's got a gun. He could kill me. You know, it's very rare when you're that age you can look at someone and say for a fact, this person can kill me. And that first impression with the police, yeah, you can kill me. And here you are already assuming I'm suspicious. You're yelling over me. You're talking over me. You're pretty much not giving a shit that I told you that I was born with a speech impediment. And I am a suspicious male now. So yeah. Bullshit. You know, but thankfully, you know, it worked out. Everyone went on their way. And I did not have sex. So yeah. How old was I?
So you're still a virgin.
Right now?
That's what I got from the story. What did you get, Beanie?
No, this happened. Fucking.
No, I'm not gonna make fun of it because he could have PTSD from it. Fuck. You know.
I'm opening myself up right now, so you can hug me or make fun of me. Those are your two options. I was about 15, 16 probably during this. So I was, yeah.
It stays with you to this day, right?
If the subject's brought on, yeah.
There you go.
Frances, admit it. It just happened to you last night.
No, I was too busy almost breaking my neck instead of doing that. Getting deja vu with you two on, since you two are one of the only few souls in this world who actually heard that transpire. Because right now it's just a folktale story, but there's multiple witnesses, and you two are a few of them.
Are you talking about when you fell off your chair, or what?
Funny as fuck when I fell off the chair. It was literally right when I clicked end stream, and right when I'm like, okay, great, and I'm literally like, I'm not saying I put my hair down like I'm a girl and I took my earrings off and I, you know, kept my feet up and, you know, let's have a, you know, after party chit chat. But I literally leaned back like I was comfortable and I'm like, let's go, you know? And I leaned back too far and boom.
But honest to God, I didn't hear it. If I heard you like falling, I would have been like, are you okay? You still there, dude? You okay?
Good. And I didn't moan or groan or anything, right? Just so I don't get any accusations already that I was moaning and groaning.
He was moaning and groaning like a bitch.
Yeah, I wasn't moaning and groaning. I was giggling. I was giggling when I fell. Because at first I couldn't believe it because there was a mid-motion grab onto something like, holy fuck, I'm about to fall back.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, there was that, but I knew I was going down. There was no saving me from there. I knew I was fucking plundering behind. It was hilarious. I hope it never happens again, but that was the only time I wish my camera was on.
No, I would have said, are you okay? Honest to God, it wasn't that loud.
I'm glad it wasn't that loud.
Beanie was laughing.
I'm glad. I would have honestly, like, as soon as I found out that I was okay, I would have laughed my fucking ass off. Because I'm that person who laughs when someone falls. Unfortunately, I don't want to be that person, but I'm that person. Like, I'll give you a funny story. I was a super young kid. I was like 8 or 9 years old, and I was going to a baseball game, and I was super excited. I was nervous as fuck. I was like stomach ache. Like, I was antisocial growing up due to my speech impediment. So it was kind of like, oh my God, I can kind of hang out and meet new friends and go to the baseball game, and this is great. And we went on a little field trip. And I was so fucking gassed to hop on that school bus. And I literally misstepped and I face first fell at the top of the steps.
No.
Everybody started laughing. I paused and I had two options. Do I cry and be embarrassed, or do I just laugh along with it? And I laughed along with it. And I was so glad I did, because looking back at it now, it could be a stressor or it could be an hilarious story. And it's an hilarious story because of that. Because I took the opposite direction of what normally would be done when you're that age. Like, fuck, man, I just fell. I'm embarrassed.
Yeah, it's a lot. I got a story to tell if you want me to tell it.
Please do.
I don't know, in high school, I used to get bullied a little. I don't know if it was like the men in grades higher than me, that were talking about me. I don't know, but someone took my cheerleading jacket and wrote on it. And then someone texted me, and I just got pissed off. I was really mad. I was like, how dare her? I lent her my jacket. Why is she doing this to me? She's bullying me. So I said, okay. So I ended up, fighting her in school, and I got expelled for it, which, I take back. I wish I wouldn't have done that. But I think sometimes when you put your foot down and you say, look, I'm not going to take anyone bullying me anymore, people won't do it.
You have to put your foot down.
They
That's
just
one of the
won't.
regrets. That's one of the regrets I didn't do, because like I grew up wearing the same clothes every day, so I got picked on for that. I grew up with a speech impediment, got picked on for that. My worst year was 6th grade, and I had perfect attendance. Partly because the school was my backyard essentially. But like, holy fuck, like, but it was one of those things where looking back, there's other ways to do it, but you kind of wish you put your foot down, because it kind of establishes a thing like, do not fuck with me. But in the same token, it's difficult to take that step, if that makes sense.
No, makes perfect sense. But again, like, if you let people, like, I don't know, after I did that, which was terrible, and like my mother, oh God bless her heart, oh my God, she went through a lot with me. She
Now,
got
did
me
you
back
beat
into
her up?
school. Listen, I was expelled, and my mother fought for me. She fought hard.
That's awesome.
And she got that expelled. I can't really talk that well, but
Overturn, whatever.
yeah. And she fought very hard for me. And I don't know, I love my mother and I love her to death, but no one messed with me after that. I think sometimes you have to put your foot down.
Now, did you beat the shit out of the girl?
Not beat the shit out of her, no. But like, I let her know, don't fuck with me again, and she didn't. I guess.
So you pretty much sent a clear shot that I'm not one to be fucked with.
Right, because it was just like, I was trying to be nice. Like, she wasn't a part of the cheerleading team, so I let her borrow my jacket, to wear around school, and she wrote all over it in pen. And it really, like, now that I'm thinking about it, as I'm older, it was something stupid,
I was a pretty girl. I was a pretty girl in high school, and I had a lot of girls jealous of me because I was so pretty, and I was envied and picked on because of that. We're having a staring contest right now. She just doesn't know about it.
We are. No, I know about it.
No, but like, is that a thing where jealousy exists when it comes to being a female and all that stuff? I mean, clearly, I know when I didn't make the football team, I was a little salty about it, but there was politics behind it, so fuck them. Is there a little? I mean, like being a cheerleader, is that a cutthroat kind of sport?
No, I enjoyed that. To be honest, like when I was younger, my dad used to make me play baseball. So I used to play baseball all the time with the boys. And all I wanted to do was play softball,
Now, did you grow up to want to be something? Like, was there like a certain profession that like a baby beanie wanted to become?
No, I can't answer that because I'd have to think about it. I don't think so. I just know when I grew up, I wanted to play softball with the girls, and my dad made me play with the boys, and I didn't like that, and I resented him a lot. But there's been a lot of what's the word? Talking, me and him, and I guess I can't think of the fucking word. Just coming together and realizing like where he came from, where I came from.
Having an open line to express each other's feelings and communicate and try to find a common ground where each other came from.
Exactly.
Have I become your translator?
I guess for now.
It's okay. I think I'm your like Google translator. It's okay. What's like the number one hidden talent that Beanie has that nobody knows about?
I'm not saying
that hidden. Like you don't have to go deep down into the hidden department. That look. I'm talking about like. Jesus. You went too deep with that. I'm talking about like karaoke and like fucking. Help me, Odin here. Karaoke and fucking doodling, having the ability to yo-yo for fucking 6 minutes without having an issue.
El Sanchez, would you like her number?
Jump roping. No, I'm just trying to change the subject of shit.
You're
What the fuck?
flirting with her, man.
What do you want me to talk about? Bodycam and people being killed still? You want me to do that?
Just ask for a
I'm
number.
trying to end on it.
Now.
I'm trying to ask. Oh, what the fuck?
I don't think that's his intentions, Odin.
I
don't.
What did I ask that was disrespectful?
But can I give you pictures of my goddamn dog? So every time you put it up, you can put my little belly button up there.
Question.
Oh, look how cute.
What did I ask that was inappropriate?
You're just, a little smitten with her.
Listen, I could ask inappropriate questions. You can go back to my sex and auditing show I did a few days ago. But I'm not going to do that because it's a per person basis. The woman that was on the show the other day, I had no idea she was going to bring up what she brought up. As soon as she brought that up, I was shocked. As soon as I picked up my jaw from the ground when she said butt plug, I was like, okay, where do you want to go from here with this discussion?
I've heard of those before.
She had two options, one or two. She decided to go with the first option, and we had a healthy, fun dialogue about a very touchy, sensitive subject.
Okay.
I bet it was touchy.
It was probably the first, and Jessica's awesome. I love Jessica. She's a big supporter of El Sancho. They were awesome. But I will say that it was the first and potentially the only time anyone has ever went on panel stating that the penis was too big, it hurt her, so she has to find a smaller penis.
What?
Exactly. Oh, you want me to say that for a sound clip or something? I'm not.
No, I don't. I promise. Say it again.
I'm not falling for that.
Listen,
All right.
Why would I want it as a goddamn sound clip?
Did you see that clip, Odin?
What clip?
She said that her ex-boyfriend hurted her because the penis was too big and she needs a smaller penis. So I said in response to that, do you realize how intimidating it's going to be for any male who heard this, who may, because she's a very attractive woman, who may have the potential of dating you? They don't know if they fit that department now. Either way.
Right. It makes other men feel like intimidated.
It's like, am I gonna top
her
that? Like, you know, you're all of a sudden, you know, like there's a basketball game. Like Shaquille O'Neal is playing the first scrimmage, and you're playing the second scrimmage. Shaquille O'Neal's breaking basketball hoops, slamming dunks, the whole nine. And here comes you as a dumb fuck with your fucking extra long basketball shorts, with your bootleg the drivel, thinking you're gonna dunk it after she did it.
Don't do that. Maybe she was just opening up. She felt comfortable with you, you know?
No. I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about from a guy point of view.
Good.
From a guy point
Like, that's pretty fucked up.
From a guy point of view, like, how do you top that? How do you top that?
I don't know. Maybe she was trying to flex. Who knows? You never know. You know?
Right.
I mean, I'm not saying I don't believe her. I didn't see it. I have to go back and watch. But
when
maybe she felt comfortable with you, El Sancho, to open it up.
Yeah, she was awesome for
No
it.
pun intended.
I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about the big dick problem. The big dick problem is an issue because you, as a male, checks yourself and kind of, you know, opens your shorts like, should I even compete? Should I even potentially entertain the thought of competing? Which a couple males have probably had that thought enter their brain when that was brought up.
Well, that's a great side from the male view. I think it is.
That's what I was discussing. I wasn't comparing Shaq's dick size. I was comparing the fact that Shaq can dunk very easily, and other men that are shorter cannot dunk as easily. There are some men out there who.
Hey, I know I know one short man who, not short, he's a little taller than me. He can fucking dunk. He can fucking grab that fucking what's it called? The fucking hoop.
Yeah, the
you
rim.
know?
And there are
the rim.
there are
He's
some men out there that can't even jump.
Yeah, I'm just saying maybe she felt, you know, comfortable to open up.
Oh,
you know?
she was. I'm not talking about her.
That's good. That's a good thing.
I'm talking about men.
From the male side of you.
Male can be intimidated. Men can be intimidated by that shit.
Well,
Well, don't be intimidated.
I'm not saying me. I'm saying from a men's perspective. I'm not fucking intimidated.
Get her number.
Wouldn't you say you directed softcore porn, right?
What?
Did you say you directed softcore?
I never said
porn.
that. I never said that.
No? Okay, I'm sorry. That was you.
That might have been someone else who said that to me.
That was you.
No.
I'm sorry. No.
No, we're okay.
All right, my bad.
Okay. Now, I have a question, Odin. Could you potentially hook Beanie up with her own intro? Like, let me show you. Why are you going with somewhere that, like, can you finish till I finish the sentence before you think somewhere? Yeah, turn the camera off. Because you know I could read your facial language very easily. I wasn't trying to hook you up with anything but a video. Let me show you what Odin did for me. Now, how cool is that? Is that cool? I think it's cool.
I think it's pretty fucking cool. I see Odin doing that all the time. You know, no, I think it's pretty cool.
Maybe Odin can hook a sister up.
I don't know. I think that's up to Odin. I mean, Odin's been in Discord with me when I first was in Discord, so
I think you earned it.
I don't want to put him on the spot. I really don't.
Oh, I did. Don't worry about it. He's gonna do one now. Watch. He's a very charitable person. Odin.
Shouldn't ask for one.
Well, I didn't ask for one either until I guilt tripped you, which is what I'm doing for her. So make her one.
No, you whined about getting one.
Right.
I do need help, Odin. I do.
There you go. See?
I ain't a doctor. I can't help you out there.
See, you don't want to help me. Yeah, it's fine. I get it.
See how we help on El Sancho?
No, that was no help, but no, I get it. I get Odin's.
I thought that counts. All right. Well, we're about 2.5 hours deep, and I did like a 2+ hour afternoon stream today as well. We were joined by Rogue Nation. We were joined by Fuck the Police. That was awesome. Fuck the Police made his debut, hopping on. We had a really insightful talk about the community and trolls and, YouTube beef and drama. If you haven't listened to that, please do. I am also going to plug the 4-part series that begins Monday night at 6 p.m. Eastern inside the Daniel Holtzclaw case. It is every Monday night at 6 p.m. for the next 4 weeks. It's a monthly series that will be going on for the month of September. It is going to be the fucking bomb biggity bomb. We have a lot of insiders from this case that have been involved in this case that will be hopping on a weekly basis, giving their insight. I don't want to give away any spoilers, but holy fuck. Holy fuck. This man is spending 263 years of his life in jail. And we are going to break down every charge. We're going to break down why he got convicted. And we're going to break down in my opinion, the giant mishandling of this case beyond belief. It is deep. It's very deep. I'll leave it at that. Do you have anything, Odin, that you want to plug before we wrap up?
Everybody go watch Beanie's channel.
I just put out another video. I was in a no, God, go watch it. Just go watch it.
I saw your new video before going live.
Yeah, it was a music video I was a part of. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, it was a while back. But it's pretty fun. It
Was it softcore music video?
Explain that. What do you mean?
What kind of music video was it? Was it rap? Was it hip hop? Was it R&B? Was it reggaeton?
I think it was like rock / rap. I don't know if that makes sense. No.
Were you contacted?
I'm gonna reach out to the dude because I'm really close friends with him. Not close friends, but we had a falling out a little bit. But I'm gonna ask him if I can put the real thing up there. But see, I get nervous because I feel like everyone's gonna contact him, his cousin, and everyone and be like, "What's her real name?"
There's a lot of that shit.
Which is fine. I might dox myself soon.
There's a lot of that shit. I mean,
already have.
Everybody knows me trying to open up the Discord and show some skin. And then I get accused of showing my dick, so I had to pull out. You got to be careful with what you do and what you give out because people can take it and run with it in whatever direction they want. So, yeah.
Yeah, but if you don't care, who cares? You know what I mean?
Well, the issue is people care, and you as a human being have every right to care because you're a human being.
Well, look, I went on Discord maybe like a month ago, and I seen I just searched my name, and I seen some
we'll never do that.
Really? That's her boobies. And I'm like, that is not my boobies. I've never showed anyone my boobies.
What Discord?
I'm just saying. Sometimes it happens.
Not that I'm asking.
No, it's fine. I'm not going to put that out there. I'm just saying. You just have to laugh at it, I guess. I don't know. Sometimes I cry. I don't know. Fuck.
No, I think sometimes you get affected by it because you're a human being at the end of the day.
Right.
Don't be embarrassed for being a human being.
Right, but sometimes you have to laugh at this shit,
Well, at the end of the day, you can laugh or you can cry, and those are your two options.
There you go.
Like
that
when
was the point I was trying to make.
Like when I fell at the bus stop, I had two options: laugh or cry. And because I laughed, it's not a trigger now. It's not, So, do you have anything else you want to plug besides a video that you're not even in, which is my only critique of that video because there was no Beanie in the video at all? And
Wait, my last video?
Yeah, you weren't in the video at all.
That's me. What are you talking about?
Oh, that's you in the video?
Yeah.
It was like a still frames of you.
Right, because it was a music video. I'm gonna contact the person. I think he'll be like, yeah, good, put it up. But I'm just nervous about people trying to contact him and be like, what's her real name?
If you're worried about it, is it worth the risk? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't either. If my real name gets out there, I really don't care. I don't have that much bullshit. I have a couple charges. It's all taken care of now.
Well, again, I go back to being a human being. I mean, Odin's well known for his ability to suck feet, and it's his mouth. He can put whatever he wants in it, and he's not doing anything illegal. So why are we going to judge him?
Wait, so Odin likes feet?
You didn't know that?
No, I did not.
Super known foot fetish Odin has.
Well, a lot of people have different fetishes,
Odin's true story. Odin is actually the OG of Ladies' Night, but for some fucking reason, he was on the show every time there's Ladies' Night when he used to do it, which is why the first time I did it, he hops on backstage like, why isn't he letting me on? I couldn't. It's a ladies only panel. I'm not even allowed on.
Nah, El Sanchez was up there singing "I'm So Pretty."
Odin is what El Sancho is saying is true. You have foot fetish.
No.
Okay. I just wanted to ask
I
you.
have that fetish. Ew.
No. Ew. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, do you really think he's gonna admit it on a fucking YouTube live stream, baby?
I mean, no, but I think it's not fair to say that.
I have
you guys joke around.
I have the chat logs, which he knows I have the chat logs. So he's been quiet for a reason.
Why do you do that with the chat logs?
Well, when
people not trust you, though, really.
When people put
them up,
when they put their toes in their mouth, it's a kind of a problem to me. I think it's a special exception.
All right.
I think if you don't put your toes in your mouth, I won't ever care about chat logs or etc. But I will. I love feet and hands. Like Shardy, loves feet, love hands. A lot of people love feet. A lot of people love feet.
Yeah, there's a lot of people out there that do.
There's a foot fetish. There's a lot of women out there who are called foot models who don't have to take anything off besides their socks, and they are paid good money for showing off their feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you had something in your eye, like something that flew in your eye.
Yeah, just something in my eye.
And they're called foot models.
Yeah, I know all about that. Trust me.
Oh, okay. Jesus. All right.
I'm not saying I do that. I'm just saying, I mean, what's the big problem? I mean, if someone has a foot fetish and it's your foot, what the hell is wrong with showing pictures of your foot? The people who appreciate it, or
well,
I don't know. That's all I gotta say. I have nothing against people who do that.
I mean, they appreciate and ejaculate over it.
Yeah, no kidding.
I didn't know you knew that. I didn't know if we had that talk yet about what people do with pictures. But definitely there's a group of people out there that have really creepy fetishes. And
yeah, there's way more creepier fetishes than a foot fetish, right?
Yes, we could play that game right now and go over. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I went over a porn lingo with those two girls, and they failed miserably. They didn't even know what a full Nelson was in the porn industry. Like, come on, you got to know what a fucking full Nelson is. So of course she knows what it is. So, all right. Do you have anything you want to plug on your channel?
Who, me?
Yes. Do you have anything that's
No, I just want to let everyone know I might have an OnlyFans coming up. And listen, OnlyFans does not mean nudity, but it means, OnlyFans. So that's what I'm saying.
Did you see my post on Discord about that?
No.
About OnlyFans?
No.
There is all right, let's go to my Discord, shall we, everybody?
Are you gonna say there's a bunch of people in the community that audit or whatever or cop watch?
No, nothing to do with auditing or cop watching. It's more of a Discord. It's more of an OnlyFans discussion. There was
no, I'm just saying look out. I may have an OnlyFans coming up.
There was a actress who, hold on, let me go through it.
Made an OnlyFans. She made like $2 million in 2 days, correct?
Yes. You heard that story?
Yes.
It's in my Discord.
Not from you, but I know who you're.
Her name is Bella.
Yes.
Bella
Something.
Thorne.
Yeah.
And it's a big controversy now because
Very beautiful girl.
in the industry. Here it is.
Wait, is Bella Thorne the one that you know the Real House? You ever watched the Real Housewives of?
No, she was in Nickelodeon.
Okay, so that's not her. I'm thinking of some other chickie.
Nickelodeon star.
But
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Why is it freezing on me? Fuck off! It's freezing. Essentially,
Director John Baker says he's not making an only film with Bella Thorne.
essentially
She's
what's
gorgeous. Look at her.
essentially what's happening now is OnlyFans is charging more money because of the fact that their whole system, with the whole like amount of the $2 million were like there, that was donations essentially. They gave her the money, and she promised like a picture, like a nude picture, and didn't like deliver, and it caused a big uproar because of that as well.
Well, listen, I know this one female who she signed up on someone's link, okay?
Right.
And the link was like you get 5% or 1% of what they make. Well,
Right.
this girl, she was owed 16 grand, okay? And OnlyFans changed their what is it? Their what is it? Like their not copy, like their terms of service.
Right.
Their terms of service. Her 16 fucking grand was taken out of her bank account.
Right.
That's not right to me, but whatever.
There's actually another female in this that is she doesn't do cop watching or anything, but she's a supporter. No name is her word. She has a Chatterbait account.
I've seen her.
Yes.
I like her.
Have you seen her work on Chatterbait? Apparently she plays music, but she does it naked. Chatterbait's more of a naked, like you need to show the goods kind of website privately and all that stuff. And I didn't know she was such a supporter, so I may have texted one of like the biggest names in the industry that I know, that who is a giant fan of his, and I texted him and I said, "Did you know you have a giant fan who has a Chatterbait account?" And he goes, "I know who she is, and like she's been a supporter for years." And I was like, "Oh, interesting." So didn't know that. Interesting. But where's
Yeah,
well,
I'd like to have a conversation with you a little bit. Go
Well,
back and forth about who you know and shit like that.
I know everybody in a very short period of time.
All right.
But I did know Odin until he jumped off.
Yeah, he's off. I think that was too much.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna wrap.
No,
up.
it's not like Pornhub. It's not. Tell him OnlyFans is not like Pornhub. But okay.
No,
Bye-bye.
it's not. It's not. It
really isn't.
No, it's not. It's not. So I'm not doing an after party. I'll hop on for a few minutes and then hop off. But besides
Of course,
that,
you're not doing an after party because it's not. It's only me and you.
I'm not gonna bust my fucking neck either. Like I'm gonna end the stream standing up to ensure that I don't fucking hurt myself. That's for sure. All right, everyone, please subscribe to Odin. Please subscribe to Beanie E. Please subscribe to Taco Josh, who's in the chat. And we are at over 800 subs in a little over 4 months. Thank you, everybody. 200 away to 1,000. Please like, share, and subscribe. Everybody have a good night.